Bitcoin and Cardano in a little bit of a short-term dip right now as I start this video. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what that might mean in the long term. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit the subscribe and like on the way in. If you're in this live stream, please smash the like button for me. Let's jump into the Bitcoin Cardano video. I want to start with Bitcoin. So let me preface the whole thing. The very first comment on this live stream was, please don't offer hopium. And I want to let you know in these videos, I'm not here to offer hopium, everybody. I'm here to offer data. I'm here to offer facts. I'm here to weather the storms with you all. I'm here to enjoy the gains with you all. I'm just like you. I'm just a dude out here checking charts and going through it with you, but being prepared for every scenario. Let's start here. Let's just envision real quick, because we're testing again the apex of this descending triangle we've been talking about, close to this lower trend line, the $30,000 to $31,000 area. Let's just real quick zoom out on the entirety of what's happening, because there's a possibility Bitcoin can just fall through that, right? I talked about in yesterday's video some Glassnode data, some on-chain metrics. We were talking about basically the stablecoin ratio that you see here. The oscillator has bottomed out and has been trending up in recent weeks. The last time we had a move like that was the beginning of the bull market back here in November. So that was one data point that we talked about. And just in general, there's a lot of on-chain metrics that suggest that accumulation has begun. Not even suggests, it shows that accumulation has begun. If we look at this, 78% of the circulating, I'm sorry, not that one. The Bitcoin investor group that is realizing most losses is short-term speculators. So this is the most important part of this video before we even look at the charts. The people that are realizing most losses are short-term speculators. It's the emotionality in the market right now. Those are the ones that are experiencing losses. If you're familiar with Bitcoin and crypto, there's one thing that I think everybody can agree on. Going long, dollar cost averaging, holding, even through the volatile dips is how you win here. And so I just want to remind you of that. So we have that. We have, remember, bottoming out here, a lot of supply shock getting ready to happen one way or the other. Here's the weekly chart. We're still testing this 1618 line on the macro Fibonacci. We had the same type of move in the middle of the last bull market back here. Not going to dig into that. What I really want to dig into is the move that is happening right now. And let me move this over so I can just see, because I can't see the comments right now. I cannot see any comments. I don't know where my comments are. That's just great. So the move that we've been talking about, and I want to show a clip real quick of this. This is from the other day. I'll show a clip of this if I'm wrong. Bitcoin's already tested 30,000 1, 2, 3 times. I don't think Bitcoin's going to trickle back down here and then we're going to get our break to the upside. I think if Bitcoin's testing this $30,000 area, even if we get a bounce off of it short term, I just think I don't think it's going to be good for Bitcoin. What I think, if Bitcoin is going to go bullish here, I think it's going to be off of this support area. Now the support again, 33,300 to 35,000. Sorry, I let that play a little bit longer. I was trying to find the comments. Maybe it's better I can't read the comments right now. So this is it, everybody. I'm intrigued with this entire Bitcoin move right now, because I really want to see what happens if I end up being wrong, which, by the way, I want to be wrong in terms of, what I said in that video. We're testing this area over and over again. If we come back down and test it, even with a bounce, I just don't think it's good. And this is it. This is the moment we're in. And I have no problem being wrong. I prefer to be wrong in this case. I'm fine with dipping. I'm fine if it happens. We're in the 20,000s for Bitcoin, but I'd rather start seeing gains now. I'm like you. I want to be in the middle of the bull market. I want the continuation of the bull market. I know there's people out there that say, bring me the dip, give me good prices. I'm just not one of those people right now. I enjoy gains. I don't know. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm investing in crypto. So this is the descending triangle. It's fine that we got this throwback that we've been tracking, but right now, and I said it in the thumbnail, I believe, how important this move is for Bitcoin, because we have this little swing low that we had back here June 22nd, 3 days ago. Came out of those woods and we had this swing high right here. It's not even that impressive. We barely escaped the apex of the descending triangle. So to that swing high, Bitcoin has this extremely important support area that you see in green here. That's a short-term higher low area. Now this is very typical in short-term reversals, meaning you get the swing low, and I know it's hard to see, but there's a wick here to swing high. And as you're climbing out, as Bitcoin's climbing out, we put in a higher low. And this could be the higher low area. This happens so often. So this is it though. This is the support area for Bitcoin, 31,300 to right around 30,100. It is confluent with this entire lower trend line that Bitcoin has been testing. This is a huge support area that Bitcoin must hold. It's a higher low area. We could get it. Bitcoin can bounce here. This could be the very first signs of bullish reversal for Bitcoin, and that's something that we're going to track on these 6-hour charts. I don't want to make this a long live stream. I really want to just kind of dig in to the short-term move that we're tracking today and talk about that. Remember, this descending triangle, the rules of it are still in play. The 60% throwback rate. Breakouts can be any direction, is upward 53% of the time. These are bull market results. And I know that's 50-50, but welcome to crypto, especially in terms of a descending triangle. I mean, this is why we must be prepared. This is why we must track these short-term support areas. And that's what I'm doing here. So that's Bitcoin. It's a very quick update, I know, but I wanted to kind of just bring in the short term, kind of pair it up with the long term, the things that are really happening. Because listen, at the end of the day, I trust me, I want Bitcoin to go up. But at the end of the day, if Bitcoin breaks through the downside of the descending triangle and we're sitting in, the 20,000s, guess what? There's going to be a lot of demand. And how long this dip will last for moving forward, because we're already months in here. How long it's going to last from here? Probably not much longer. And there's going to be a lot of buyers. So that's all I know. We'll continue tracking it. Want to pivot over to Cardano. Now, Cardano, I want to start here because this is a little unrelated to price, but I tweeted this yesterday. I'm blown away by this. Going to hit 120,000 followers on Twitter. Who wants 128? So I just did a simple like and retweet. I don't do these like barely ever. 8,600 likes, 6,400 retweets. Cardano community is ridiculous. So if you're not on Twitter, get on Twitter. So much cool content for Cardano. But not only that, my point is this: follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna do this more often because this was fun, and just the engagement on this was absolutely insane. Pivoting over, this is it, everybody. We're gonna look at the charts, but Goguen era being completed. Tweeted this yesterday. Cardano was built to operate as an entire financial and social operating system. Identity, voting systems, nationwide policy components, all distributed on Cardano. Here's a link to this article in the description below. The reason I'm prefacing the charts is because it's so important. As I zoom in on these ridiculous 6-hour, hourly charts, it's so important just to remember the fundamentals of what Cardano is building. This is why I'm long on Cardano. Besides the charts looking, primed and ready in terms of the long-term macro view and the upside for Cardano investment, the fundamentals, the underlying, fundamentals of Cardano and what's happening in the ecosystem and how it will impact the world economies, beyond just acting as a legal tender of some sort. It goes way beyond that. This article discusses this. It is so bullish, and the attention, I love that so many of just the big time crypto influencers and everybody involved in crypto, so many of them just purposely ignoring Cardano. It's absolutely insane to watch that happen. But it makes me that much more bullish, because once the eyes get drawn to Cardano after a successful smart contract launch and after a successful completion of the Goguen era, game on, everybody. That's just my opinion. And it really is my opinion. Maybe something fails here. Maybe there's a mishap. Maybe something terrible happens. Prepare for those scenarios. But these are the reasons I'm bullish on Cardano. This is the ADA BTC pair. Even on the weekly, we have a red weekly candle, but just look at there's upward pressure right now, and it's no guarantee. It really is not any guarantee. But when you're looking at a chart, it's a good sign, right? We want to see that. ADA BTC really holding strong in the middle of this dip. I mean, really compared to a lot of altcoins. So that's what ADA BTC looks like. ADA on the USD pair, we know the story. We know the resistance ahead. I've been mentioning it a lot in recent videos. Right now, the 50-day moving average right around $1.61. The 20-day moving average, Cardano starting to see some resistance here on the way down, could be a very, very bad sign in terms of the short to midterm and the trajectory of where Cardano is headed. We want to see Cardano start getting back above this area. Very similar in that dip that we had in April. Cardano was below the 20 and the 50, but Cardano made a move, a power move to the upside for support. It was a great indicator of what was getting ready to happen. Now, if we see resistance here, it could be a great indicator of what's getting ready to happen, and that is the downside. You want to be prepared for that. And we dig in, and here's the messy chart we've been tracking. The setup, the scenario for bullish continuation is there. The resistance ahead, we know where it is. The 50-day moving average we just looked at, the $1.50 area, 20-week moving average is down here around $1.33. And you can just see what Cardano just recently did and is doing right now is, and let me get rid of this bars pattern so we can see. This is a little messy. What Cardano just did is exactly what we've been tracking. This last swing low, and actually, sorry, on the 6 hour, we have this last swing high to swing low right here. And this is the Fibonacci resistance I believe we talked about in yesterday's video. Cardano failed. It has failed at the resistance. It's just been, I've been doing videos for weeks now about these lower high resistance areas. Cardano keeps hitting them and keeps seeing resistance there. You know, we get these nice bounces like off of these swing lows, and it's easy to get excited, but Cardano just keeps putting in these lower highs at this resistance. Until we start breaking that trend, we have to remain very vigilant. You know, I put in the title, pay attention. This is why, because we need to start breaking these resistance areas and start putting in higher lows. So swing low now to swing high, and same thing what we're watching on Bitcoin. We have the support down here, and it is the 618 around $1.15 to the 786 around $1.08. And that's kind of what I'm watching for Cardano on the short term. If this dip continues, again, there's a case that Bitcoin and Cardano can be putting in this reversal right now, and we're accustomed to getting resistance at a lower high coming down, but we ultimately want to see a higher low to start, boom, finally breaking these lower high resistance areas. That's what we're watching for. But it really is, it's like a moment of truth type of scenario for Bitcoin, for Cardano right now. So that's what I'm watching on Cardano in the short term. We're going to continue tracking that. On the hourly, you get a sense of what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Extremely volatile, extremely unknown. I'm not a trader. I don't sit around trading, you know. So if you're here for that type of content, you're not going to get it here. I'm a long-term macro person, but trust me, I'm watching the short term with you because I want to see this bullish reversal, because that translates into the macro continuation of the bull market that we see here illustrated very nicely on the Bitcoin macro chart. And there's a case for it still, but we're so 50-50. Sometimes you have this momentum, you know, the short-term momentum to the upside or downside. And right now we're just testing huge support. We just bounced off of resistance. It's very unknown right now. Nobody knows, everybody. So be very, very careful. Wanted to show you this tweet. This was from yesterday. If you're on Twitter, if you haven't seen it, go do this. This is sick. For every retweet up to 1,000, CCV will donate 1 ADA to our partner Cardano stake pool operator, Dionisio, who runs WEQNT, and his efforts to provide solar lighting to those in need of light in developing countries. We appreciate all of your support. And I asked Dionisio, how many bulbs would 1,000 ADA provide? And this is what he said. Thank you, Dan. This is very kind of you. Appreciate your support. 1,000 ADA would give light to over 100 homes in Kenya based on the current price through our new local Kenyan seller. Are you kidding me? So 1,000 ADA changes the lives of 100 homes. And there's likely more than one life per home. So we're basically talking about 1,000 ADA can change hundreds of lives. A light bulb, it's that simple, everybody. And this is the kind of stuff that just, man, as a community, as we grow and we're just getting started, extremely exciting to be able to do stuff like this. And it's all thanks to you as we grow this community. So everybody, that's it. Those are my thoughts on Cardano, Bitcoin. I wanted to try and make this brief, short. I'm getting ready to hop out of here. Go enjoy the day. hit the subscribe, hit the like. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you do hit the subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video. God bless.